As priests, we're often asked if there was a certain priest that inspired us to be a priest, and hopefully we all have really the same answer, that the one who inspired us to be a priest was Jesus Christ himself. But if there was a human being that were to have second place for me, it would be the saint that we honor today, St. John Paul II. And I think it's like literally in my blood. I'm half Polish. My mom's 100%. My babci, my grandma, literally had a news article written about her for the amount of John Paul II stuff that she had in her house. It was literally like passed on like into my blood, this great love and appreciation for this Polish Pope and now this Polish saint. So I've always really loved and admired St. John Paul II. And there's a lot of reasons that we could do that. Forgiving his would-be assassin from all his great many teachings, from the way he traveled and loved people, his intelligence, you name it. There's so many reasons to admire him. But the thing that stuck out to me, I honestly just learned about it yesterday, was I learned that when he was named archbishop, he wasn't actually the first option. He was something like the 10th or 11th option. That at the time the communists had influence as to who the archbishop would be, and when his name was suggested, they accepted his name because they thought he was kind of a pushover and weak and he would be easily controlled. It did not end very well for them on that. But I think it's a great reminder for us, I know it is for me, that the Lord uses some of the craziest means to accomplish his will and the spread of the gospel. That we can look out in the world and think that everything's against us, that us as a church, our backs are up against the wall. There's no way that we can be successful in preaching the gospel and the truth of Christ. Or maybe we look at our own lives and we think like, what talents do I have? What skills do I have? What abilities do I have? Like, there's no way I'm going to be able to accomplish this task that God has entrusted me with, whatever it is. And yet we see throughout all of history, whether it be through Scripture or in St. John Paul II's own life, that God consistently uses those who oppose him, whether they be people or different devices of the world, to accomplish his goal. And we also see in St. John Paul II how great we can be if we embrace him. So my friends, let us have confidence in reflecting on St. John Paul II's life, to not be discouraged by how bleak things might seem, whether it be in the world as a whole or just in our own personal lives, but to realize that God's will is always accomplished. But it can be even more beautiful when we embrace his will, when we embrace him. So, strengthened by St. John Paul II's prayers, may we embrace the Lord like he did.